Hey Virgo, welcome back. We'll now be having a look at what's going on between yourself and this person and this connection, of course. So why do they pull away? When will they come back? When and how will this connection be revived? So let's have a look and see what's coming up. Okay, more Pisces energy. Pisces and Scorpio, but Pisces energy came up twice for you in this reading. So we do have the time of Scorpio and the time of Pisces. So Scorpio season, October, November, and then Pisces, February, maybe March period, there may be a reconnection of some kind, and you may be able to revive it and get it back to the place where it once was. The Death card and the Five of Swords is reversed, so I don't feel like there's an ending entirely. I don't feel like there's a necessary clean-cut ending. Otherwise, these two cards would be reversed. Five of Swords would indicate someone does not want to walk away or mentally still thinks about you. The Death card is an ending that's reversed, an ending that maybe doesn't come or doesn't end up happening. So I do feel like you will most certainly revisit this connection at some point or another. But the Page of Cups, it's going to be a different kind of connection. You're going to try different new things. They'll be very different. It'll be a very different kind of relationship or connection that you have with this person currently. I feel like they need time to process things. I don't know if their past is coming back into the picture here with the Death card. It could be secrets. I don't think so, though. I feel like with the Page of Cups, this person is really going to surprise you emotionally, or they may have some sort of epiphany. They need to have some sort of epiphany before they come back to you, Virgo, before they're able to do that confidently. Before, yeah, that's what I'm sensing. Before they're able to confidently come back to you and get themselves to that level again. But I do feel like they don't want to walk away. The Death card is, and Five of Swords reversed. They're resistant to do that, Virgo. So there's something that's still keeping them around, even though they've gotten distant or cold or maybe even rude. Nine of Swords is, Nine of Wands is reversed. Eight of Swords is reversed. That notion of the blindfold, Virgo, is coming up. But I feel like with the Eight of Swords reversed, the swords can come down here. And this can often be seen as like letting down your guard, as well as the fact that the Nine of Wands, I do feel like they're going to come back and they're going to let their guard down, or they're waiting for you to let your guard down. Page of Cups, they may have some sort of unrealistic fantasies about what the future could hold between the both of you. But I feel like the Page of Cups is an escapist. He's the daydreamer of the zodiac. Pisces are known to be this way. So whether or not the person you're dealing with is a Pisces or not, could very well indicate that even though you're being distant and you're having time apart, or you grow colder, they're still fantasizing. They're still dreaming, fantasizing, or maybe even connecting with you on an emotional / energetic level. Maybe that's still occurring, Virgo. But he is communicating to the fish, so I feel like you still are going to communicate. It's not entirely the end. I don't feel like this chapter is going to be closed, because I feel like it's going to be revived. Someone cannot necessarily walk away from the other. Now, I don't know if there's other people involved by the time this person warms up again, though, because we see 3 people in the cards. Two of Swords is options, maybe. And the fact that the 3 people are pictured here with the Five of Swords could indicate that there's someone else involved, either from your past or from theirs. It didn't really come up in the first spread, in the general, as to why they might be. I think it's more emotional. And again, Scorpio, Pisces, they are water signs. You do have the moon, so this is Cancer as well. All the water signs have come up in this reading. But look, beyond that, I feel like it could be Scorpio or Pisces season, that they do return or that you do reconnect. in a very powerful way. But it'll be different. It'll be very different from what you once had. And it may take you by surprise, Virgo. Might not necessarily be expecting this because of the way they'll return to you. I don't know if lessons from the past need to be applied here before you can reconnect, either for you or for them. The Death card, the fact that, as I said, I think it's more fitting that they don't want to end things with you entirely, or they don't want you to end things with them. I think they would be resistant, or they're in denial about breaking up or separating. But I also feel like with the Death card reversed, there's some sort of other ending that they haven't finished, or something that they needed to finish and can't do that. And maybe this is what they need to do before they return to you. Of course, you know, that's going to be to your discretion if you accept them, if you're ready to move forward, if you're ready to try again, Virgo. I'm just speaking more on their part because it's a reading sort of focused on this person rather than you. But I feel there's some loose ends that they need to tie up, or things that they need to conclude in their life. And it may be not necessarily involving another person, okay? Just because we saw 3 people. Maybe it's not an ex relationship. Maybe it's a habit. Maybe it's an addiction. Maybe it's something that they need to work through emotionally or psychologically to get themselves into a confident place again. And if it's not them, Virgo, if you know you need to end something before you can connect, maybe it's like the universe's way of putting things reversed right now. This person, I think with the King of Cups and the fact that they're coming up with a lot of water energy, they're quite intuitive or empathetic. And they really use that emotional intuition that they have to read your situation and to read the relationship. And there's something that there's almost like a void, something that they need to fill, or something that's lacking for them. And maybe this is what's keeping them away, but not entirely, Virgo. These reversed cards would indicate that this, you know, the 9 is a number of endings, the Death card is reversed, the 5 of Swords, walking away. This person really doesn't want to walk away. They really don't want things to end. Just because they're going distant because of an emotional hurdle, it doesn't mean that they want to end things entirely. They do want to let some anxieties go, or they want to reassure you if you've been sort of exhibiting that you have anxiety. So if it's that, then it's something that they need to experience. But the 9 is reversed. 9 is a number of endings, and that's reversed here. So they're not set on this happening. They're still thinking about you. I still feel like they're fantasizing about you, and they're fantasizing about what it is here that's making them do this and go distant. But I feel with the Page of Cups, it's like an element of surprise. It's also romanticism, I think, in a way. So I feel like when you do reconnect, it's almost like you'll get the romantic or the courtship stage back. So for some of you, it might not be like you reconnect and that's it, you're back together. I think it'll take some courting either on this person's part or your part to get the connection going. But either way, I feel like the Page of Cups has an element of romanticism to him. So I do feel like that'll happen. So if you feel like a part of you maybe skipped that step or did it too quickly, didn't get the time to get to know each other properly, or just missed out on some, you know, some beautiful romantic memories or moments, then I think those will sort of be presented to you once you reconnect with this person. But again, Pisces or Scorpio season have come up, so it may point at that time between you and this person reconnecting in the physical. Please remember, Virgo, that this is a very general reading, and obviously each situation is going to be very different. I do hope nonetheless that it has helped you a little bit and given you a little bit of clarity into what you could expect or what may happen.